Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So, quick announcement, then I'll get started. People have been asking me about my live streams coming back on Thursdays. I was supposed to do one this week. Unfortunately, it's been a very hectic, crazy week again. On Sunday, I said it should be a lot less hectic this week. As soon as Monday came, a bunch of stuff happened. Had to deal with that. I haven't barely been home. It's real early in the morning right now on Thursday. I don't even know when I'm going to upload this. I'll be home late tonight, well after the Thursday game starts. So I will not be able to do a live stream on Thursdays. But hopefully next week, if everything goes right, I will start my Thursday live streams an hour before kickoff of the Thursday games. And then I'll always do 2 live streams a week. One during the week on Thursdays, and then one whatever game day the Eagles play. So, just wanted to get that out because some people had asked me, and I know I had told them on Sunday it would be Thursday, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy few days. I haven't even had a chance to sit down and see what's going on in the world. What the hell's going on in the world? Anyways, one of the ways I've been able to get through all the craziness of the week is by enjoying the Eagles' 61-yard field goal. It's just been replaying in my mind, replaying in my dingbat mind. The Eagles kicking that game winner. That game has gotten me through all the craziness. Now, the 2-1 Eagles, coming off that great, huge win, have to go play the Chargers week 4. Now, this game is not... This game has all the makings of a letdown, of a team who's desperate to get a win. It has all the makings of a tough spot for the Eagles. It really does. I mean, it really, really does. But the way I see it, if the Eagles can go into San Diego, I always say San Diego. It's Los Angeles. I don't think I'll ever get used to the Los Angeles Chargers. But if, in my opinion, if the Eagles can go into LA and play the Chargers and run the ball effectively, run the ball a lot, like they did last week against the Giants, I think the Eagles win this game. I think they have a good shot to win this game because I believe you can run the ball on the Chargers. But if the Eagles decide to get into a shootout with Phillip Rivers, who I love, I'm a humongous Phillip Rivers fan. I think he is such an underrated quarterback. I think it's a shame that the Chargers haven't built a team around him better. And it's just a shame. It's a horrible thing. But I'm a big fan of his. And if the Eagles go and get in a shootout with the Chargers, I think they're going to lose this game. I think it's going to be tough. If Wentz is throwing 40 times, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Because Phillip Rivers and that offense has weapons. They have a lot of weapons. That's the 0-3 team that is very, very, very underrated. Okay? That is a very talented offense. It even got some talent on the defense. But that's a very talented offense in my opinion. That is a team that has not played like an 0-3 team. That is a team, in my opinion, that I thought was going to be a borderline playoff team. That's how much I thought of the Chargers going into this season. You know, they have guys like Melvin Gordon. They have those 2 tight ends, right? They got Antonio Gates, who everybody knows. Even Hunter Henry, a young tight end who I like a lot. They got Travis Benjamin, the speedster. They got Keenan Allen, who I really like. I think Keenan Allen's a very good wide receiver. And then they got a few other receivers. They're very good. You know, and on defense, when you look at that defense, what scares me the most about that defense is the pass rush. That pass rush scares me. Joey Bosa. He's a good young player. And then on the other side is the kid I really like. That kid I wanted big time out of college. I thought he was going to be good. I was a big fan of him coming out of college, and that's Melvin Ingram. And those 2 guys, if they're rushing Wentz 40, 50 times in a game, that's not good for the Eagles. I don't think that that's a good matchup. I think the Eagles need to run the ball. I think they need to do a lot of the things that they did against the Giants, and I think they'll be in a position to win this game. You know what I mean? And on defense, Defensively, you're out. No Fletcher Cox this week. So that's a tough loss. That's a big loss for the Eagles. And I would like to see the Eagles blitz a little more. I think you can blitz Phillip Rivers. I don't think they have the best offensive line. He gets rid of the ball quick. So blitz him. I want to see the Eagles blitz him this week. Now, when I pick this game, logically, mentally, rationally, I would have to take the Chargers to win this game because the Eagles are coming off the emotional win. They're going out west, which is hard to do. Then you have a team who's 0-3, who's a lot better than 0-3, who's desperate to win, playing at home. So when you think of all those things, it makes sense to pick the Chargers. But I can't do it. I can't pick against the Eagles here. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm buying the hype of last week's game. I don't know. But I accept maybe I'm being a bias. Maybe this is a biased pick. Maybe. I admit it. But I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles to win in a high-scoring game, 30-27. I believe Elliott kicks another late field goal to win. Maybe not 61 yards, but he's going to win 2 weeks in a row for the Eagles. And maybe I can't pick the Eagles losing to an 0-3 team. I don't know. But for whatever reason, and I try to be fair in my picks, I really do. There's this weird voice in my head saying they're going to pull this out. Pick them. But everything logically tells me I should take the Chargers. But with that, I'm going to take the Eagles because I have to go with my heart here. I know it may be the biased pick. I have to admit that, but that's who I'm taking, the Philadelphia Eagles, to beat the Chargers. Now, for the rest of my picks for this week in football. Now, one announcement is there will not be NFC East teams in these picks. I always do separate videos for the NFC East teams later on in the week. So if you're looking to hear Dallas or the Giants or the Redskins, there will be a video, your own video, coming out for that later. These are the rest of the stinky teams in the National Football League. So let's start with tonight. Now, I hope that this video can get out before tonight's game because I'm putting a pick in. But I'm taking the Packers to beat the Chicago Bears at home on Thursday night. I think this is a blowout. I just do. Bears had a big win yet last week against the Steelers. Not this week. Saints at the Dolphins. The Saints stink. I think they stink. I'm taking the Dolphins. Then you have the Titans at the Texans. Now, I'm very impressed with Deshaun Watson. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. But I'm taking the Tennessee Titans because I believe that they're about to go on a run, a streak of wins here. And I think it's started last week and it's going to continue this week. Jaguars at the Jets. The Jets stink. I think the Jaguars are going to win this game. Lions at the Vikings. I'm going to take the Lions to bounce back. I'm not even sure what Bradford's status for this week is. I haven't even been home. But I'm going to take the Lions either way. I just think that they're going to go in and beat Minnesota. Bills at the Falcons. Here's where Buffalo's losing streak starts. This is where we need it. He needs to lose. They need to lose every game from now till October 29th. If they do that, Shady McCoy's getting traded. So I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons to beat Buffalo. Steelers at the Ravens. Both teams coming off a loss. I think because it's home, I'm going to take Baltimore. Clearly, because it's home, that's going to be my deciding factor. I'll take Baltimore over the Steelers. Bengals at the Browns. The Bengals stink. I'm still going to take the Bengals over the Browns because they are the Browns. Rams at Cowboys will come later. As I said, the Eagles over the Chargers. 49ers at the Cardinals. The 49ers stink. The Cardinals stink. But the 49ers stink more. I'm taking the Cardinals. Very, very simple. Raiders at the Broncos. Very interesting game. Because the Raiders, they got their butts kicked by the Redskins. They got their butts kicked. Denver, they they lost the game they should have won against Buffalo. But I don't think Denver is the same team on the road as they are at home. I think they're a better home team. But that said, I think the Raiders got embarrassed. I think the Raiders are going to come in. I think they're going to take care of the Denver Broncos. I'm taking the Raiders. Then the final game in this video that I'll predict is the Colts at the Seattle Seahawks. It's not even a question. Seattle coming off the game that they had against the Titans. I think Seattle romps the Colts big time. So with that said, like I said, I'm sorry about no live stream today. Next week we'll go back to the Thursday, Sunday, or Thursday Eagles game day schedule. Today, busy day. I'm headed out now. I hope everybody has a great day, wonderful day. I hope you all take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.